me. I'm on the Christmas service at my church this year, which means I have to get up the front and talk about the meaning of Christmas. But first I have to find the true meaning of Christmas. And that is stressing me out. So much so that I'm starting to think that maybe the true meaning of Christmas is stress. Okay, but hear me out. Whether you're religious or not, I think we all struggle with something around Christmas. Present buying. You've got to buy presents, but not just buy presents. Like, you have to anticipate the level of present someone else is going to get you, and then reciprocate with a present of like equal presentness. No one wants to be that friend that gets like a gorgeous necklace and then gives their friend a pair of socks because they underestimated the level of friendship the person, like, you know, the stress of opening a present you don't really like, but you can't show that you don't like it. So you have to pretend that you like it, but you can't like overact how excited you are, or the other people are gonna know that you're acting. Like, one year my mate got me a USB for my birthday and he put all the seasons of Community on it, but he didn't tell me that, and he like sneakily cut a slit in the package, then took out the USB, put the stuff on it and put it back so it looked like it was unopened, right? So I opened this packet and it's just USB, and everyone was there and I had to act like really excited about this USB. And I was like, oh my gosh, how did you know? I really needed a USB, like for school. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so useful. He watches me for like 2 minutes or whatever, just embarrassing myself, trying to act hella keen. And then he's like, oh yeah, by the way, all the seasons of Community are on it. And I'm like, what? This just got so much better, yes! Should have led with that, but okay. So I'm gonna tell you an embarrassing story about carols by candlelight. So I love carols by candlelight, and one year no one could take me to carols by candlelight, and I was Devo, and Mum knew, so she bought me a CD and was like, Vienna, this was from like Carols in the Domain or something last year, so like I thought I'd give this to you and you can have your own carols by candlelight. So I bought a bunch of tea lights and other candles and put them all around my room and just had carols by candlelight by myself. I was just like holding a candle and singing along to them. But I kind of forgot to open a window or a door, and I almost asphyxiated because I burnt up all the oxygen. Luckily my mom came and was like, Vienna, it's really hot in here. And I was like, yeah, I know. And she's like, do you have like a door or like a window open? I was like, no. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna die. But I didn't. That's still one of my friends, that's her favourite story about me, is the time I almost killed myself. Carols by candlelight, alone in my room. I wish I could be like, this was like 10 years ago when I was 8, but it was like 2 years ago when I was 16. Pretty sure that's a hashtag just Vienna thing. Secret Santa. You want to know who you're gonna get for Secret Santa? Just pick the person in the group that you know the least, and it's probably going to be them. If you're in a relationship, you have to struggle with like, is it serious enough that I invite them to my Christmas thing to meet the fam? Or like if it's super serious, it's like, whose Christmas thing do I go to? I don't know this struggle, I'm just trying to be relatable. Managing my asthma at the Christmas service and carols by candlelight. I mean, no one wants to be that kid that can't survive the Gloria in Angels We Have Heard on High. Like, don't be weak and need a breath halfway through. It's such a long note, and then everyone's gonna notice and they're like, why aren't you singing? You're like, I'm too weak, my diaphragm ain't good, and it's just a struggle. When you have a Christmas get-together and you're like, how Christmas is it? Like, is it a dedicated Christmas get-together, or is it like a get-together that happens to be near Christmas? If I show up decked in like a Santa hat and a Christmas shirt that will inevitably have a pun on it, and like my necklace that's like Christmas lights, am I gonna get hella judged? Because you don't want to like go over Christmas, but you don't want to like under Christmas, you know? Like, how Christmassy is the Christmas? I overthink everything, alright? Probably half of you don't deal with these struggles. My yearly ham struggle. Okay, so like every Christmas, my family has ham at our Christmas lunch. And my family, like my mom, my dad, and my brother, we always get stuck with the leftover ham because my mom and my dad love ham. And so then for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next month, it's like ham and salad, ham sandwiches, ham. And like, I can't, by the time I've gotten rid of the leftovers, I just cannot deal with ham anymore, and I cannot have any more ham, and I'm so sick of ham. And then by the time I'm over it and getting used to having ham again, it's Christmas again, and then it happens again, and it's just like an endless cycle where like I just hate ham. Oh, my mate Chris and I were discussing the struggle of like wanting to wear ugly Christmas sweaters, but in Australia it's summer and it's like 38 degrees the Celsius. I was gonna say Fahrenheit. That just ain't gonna happen. Like, we sing Dreaming of a White Christmas, but that just refers to the sand or like the sunscreen you're gonna have to put on so you don't get roasted. See how many struggles there are? Like, it's like at least 10, and I know that ideally, because I'm a Christian, shock horror, the meaning of Christmas to me should be Jesus and whatnot, which it is, but like, shouldn't the true meaning be like the most widely agreed upon thing? And I think whether you're religious or not, you can agree that there is stress involved in Christmas. Then again, if there's anything I've learnt from year 11 and 12 literature, it's that the most obvious meaning isn't always the meaning, and that anything can mean anything you want it to if you just focus on the right parts. So, for all of our psychological well-beings, let's try not to focus on the stress. And please don't be offended if I say Merry Christmas. I'm not trying to push my religion on you, I'm just trying to be merry. Wait, ready? Check this. Soul magic! This isn't sponsored by Channel 9, it's just, this is the only Santa hat I have, because I got it from Carrots by Candlelight last year, when I wasn't asphyxiating in my room. Well, that's all from me, but before you go, if you want to spread some cheer this holiday season, or not holiday, because a lot of people work, my mate just started up a YouTube channel and asked me to give him a shout out, and it would mean the world to him if you just clicked on a video and just watched like 30 seconds of it. So if you want to spread some cheer today, or whenever you're watching this, I'll put the link in the description, go give it a click, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Pretty sure that's a hashtag just for anything.